soon, because I am moving to Florida, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, there's other ways to make it. Like, you can invest heavy in the stock market, make some smart moves there, but I don't know. That's not my area of expertise. All I can do there is show you guys what I'm doing, which right now, my stock investing is limited to, I've got some, mutual funds and things that I buy. I got a little bit of individual stocks, but I invest in funds that have a blended stock approach. So they've got variety of stocks within those mutual funds. So that's been my approach. So I own a little bit of Tesla and all that other stuff, but I'm not heavy in it. So now that they're down and maybe on their way out, I'm not totally invested in one company. I got a variety of tech stocks and all kind of stuff like that. So, all right, I'm just talking, sharing knowledge. Drop me a comment. Let me know what kind of what kind of content you guys would like to see me make or share, and I'll be happy to do that. But next up, we're going to another meeting, and we're gonna see what we can learn from that. All right, so we are off to our next meeting. Ran home real quick to handle some business. Yeah, so like I was saying, ran home real quick. So what is the business I handled at home before I ran to this next meeting? I sold a car in Colombia. In Colombia, when I first got down there, before I had the other investment, I had one investment property. I was waiting for some other opportunities to show up, and I bought like 3 cars. I bought like 2 WRXs. Actually, I bought 3 of them, and a Mustang. And that Mustang was getting too much attention. It was a Mustang GT, like a 2022. It was getting too much attention. Like down there, that Mustang was like an exotic. So I sold it, and meanwhile, while I had those cars and stuff, I was getting other real estate opportunities in the same building where I had my first Airbnb. So I ended up buying 3 more, right? And of course, the investments are more important than having some cars. So I started selling the cars. I sold 1 car to my brother. I kept 1 for myself. I kept a Jetta, low key, nice, perfect car for down there. I sold the other WRX and the Mustang to the guy who was doing the work on one of my investment properties. So we basically did a trade where I gave him the WRX and I gave him the Mustang. He paid me for like half of the Mustang, and the rest of it went towards the rehab. So when I went home just now, I was doing the contract for that, which was long overdue, and then sent it to my lawyer, so my lawyer has a power of attorney. She could sign for me and get the car out of my name and give it to the dude. So business, it's the kind of business we're doing. I guess the lesson there is choose an opportunity to make money over an opportunity to have fun. So the opportunity to have fun was me having all those cars down there. The opportunity to make money was me buying investment properties down there and getting rid of the cars. So I don't need more than 1 car down there. My idea was to have 2 cars, so when all of my friends come, we'll have 2 cars to go move around. But owning a car down there is more of a hassle than it's worth, like having it. Like, you could call a taxi or rent a big van for cheap enough, like $100. You can have a big van for like 5 hours or whatever. So it wasn't worth having all them cars. So I sold all of them except for 1. I got a Volkswagen Jetta down there, perfectly fine. I like the car as well. So choose cribs over cars. Now, stateside, believe it or not, I do the same thing. I'll sell a car with the quickness. I'll get out of a car and buy some real estate fast. Like, I got this Revuelto, man. I almost feel guilty owning the Revuelto, not just because it's so expensive, but I'm like, man, that money I have in the Revuelto, I could have working for me, making me, you know, my down payment on the Revuelto was like $300K or $280 or something like that. Well, with $280K, if I make 30% return building a house with that $300K, what's 30% of 300,000? 3 times 3 is 9. That's $90,000. Return on investment if I invested that money for 12 months. So 90 grand is a lot to me. So that's why one of the other reasons why when y'all hear me say I feel guilty having that Revuelto, that's one of the reasons why. It's because I can have that money working for me. And I'm not so rich where I don't need my money to work for me. I'm not to that point. Like, I think if I had, I don't know, if I had like $20 million in cash, then maybe I could hit cruise control a little bit, but I don't know if even then, like, so, and I don't even, you know, I don't know, man. I'm not that far from basically being your average everyday person that's gotta go to work every day, Monday through Friday. The only difference between me and somebody that's gotta go to work every day is that I'm responsible for a whole lot more. But then the upside with me owning these businesses and investing and stuff is that I can have some toys and I can travel and do some things. I can have some extra cars and I can have some extra cribs. But I still gotta work every day just like everybody else. It's just I can enjoy some extra things. But what I don't pretend to have is like a whole bunch of free time to waste. I don't have that. It's funny though, I'm the type of person where I could set my life up to be like financially free. I could set my life up like that right now by like selling stuff that I don't need and paying off all my debt and living debt free with minimal expenses, and I could be financially free. But I'm the type of person where part of living, you don't know how long you're gonna be here. So I like to live my life to the fullest and not like go somewhere and sit down. You'll find out, like for those of you guys that are out there and you want to like downsize and be financially free, you'll find out what it is. Like maybe you're that kind of person that doesn't like to do anything. I'm the type of person, because I had set my life up like that before one time, and I was moving out of this house that I live in now, and I built another house. It was a lot cheaper. I was paying off in cash. And I got over into that new house. I was like, man, this is not me. I was like, I like being in the mix. I like doing projects. I like working. And I like building, and I like doing stuff. So nah, man, I'm not like one of those get out the game type people. I like staying in the game. But at the same time, if I had pushed on the show, like I'm thinking about maybe going debt free by the end of this year. Possibly. We'll see. All right, so we just pulled up on the building. Let y'all see what I see from a meeting. We're downtown in the city, Columbus, Ohio, kind of close to where I grew up. So got a meeting here. The building looks like it's been refurbished though. Should be interesting. I don't know if it'll let me get some video of the inside of the building, but I'll see about it. It's a recreation center over there. I used to go there when I was younger, long time ago. Mahogany Media Group. There it is. Shout out to Sonny. All right, I'm here with Sonny Martin. He was telling me the story of how he got this place, and it's so interesting because I'm a real estate guy too. So I start, and Sonny's a big time businessman in the community, publisher. So he was telling me the story of how he got this building, and we both grew up around here. I don't know if you knew, I grew up by Franklin Park.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so this was the hood. But it looked nice, you know. You got how he could set it up real nice. So he's telling me the story how this building used to be
the original chapter building for the Black Panther Party for the Columbus chapter.
The Black Panther Party. So you got the building, made it your office. You want to show me whatever you're comfortable showing me?
Man. So, these are pictures of people that have come to the reception when my magazine came out.
Okay.
So
Mahogany.
I decided, instead of doing 300 or 400 page books, to do a magazine.
Okay.
I'd never done a magazine before. I said,
okay,
that'd be a good part-time gig.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to do it every month. It's going to be a bi-monthly.
Okay.
So that's only 6 issues a year. That ain't working real hard, I thought. And these are people that come out to the reception to get the magazine. So, a lot of people think print is dead.
Right.
Because everything's going online and digital. But, if you go to Barnes & Noble, there's still 1,500 magazines on the magazine rack.
Yes.
In order for a publishing company to be successful producing a magazine today, they got to be very innovative for 4 main things. They got to be in print.
Uh-huh.
They got to be online.
Yep.
They got to have a strong social media following.
Uh-huh.
And they got to have great distribution.
Okay.
So we give out our magazine for free
Uh-huh.
at 200 different locations.
Okay.
But each time we do a magazine, we have a reception.
Okay.
So that creates the event.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
That the sponsors want to sponsor, right?
Yeah.
And it's online. You can read every issue we've done page by page online. Yeah, we got our little podcast studio.
That's smart.
Free camera operation.
Love it.
Okay.
Smart.
So people that are featured in our magazine,
Uh-huh.
and influential people, we bring them in. And, it's all about engagement, eyeballs,
Oh, yeah.
and earlobes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But the reason why I got this office that made me sign on the dotted line
Okay.
was for this room.
Want me to turn the camera off?
No.
Okay.
I said, oh my God.
Oh,
I
nice.
can have an executive conference.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's what I've always wanted.
Yeah.
Meetings, seminars, workshops, and people in the community want to use it. I don't charge them nothing.
Okay.
So I got a lot of frats and sororities that use it for their meetings and everything in the hood.
Nice.
We got parking for 50 people next door.
Nice.
But the main thing I wanted to do as my legacy was this. All black people know who LeBron James is, Beyonce is, Kanye West. The media has allowed us to think the only way we can be successful is we run, jump, dance, or sing. But people, particularly our people, I could have all PhDs in this room. They couldn't tell me who this lady is. For 29 years, she's been the number one black business woman in the country for 29 years.
Wow.
Her company's doing over $3.6 billion a year. She's got a staffing company called Act One.
Oh, yeah, Act One. Yeah.
That's her. But they don't know who she is, but they know who Beyonce is.
Yeah.
She's richer than Beyonce.
Yeah.
She really, truly is. 11,000 employees.
Wow.
In 17 different countries.
Act One.
They don't know. A lot of adults don't even know who that is.
Oh, Madam C.J. Walker.
So success runs in our race business-wise. Read this up here.
The story of the first
6 African Americans who survived slavery and became millionaires. This is in 1905.
Wow.
This is the lady that trained Madam C.J. Walker, who also became a millionaire.
Wow.
He represented me as my mentor in Atlanta. And Mercedes-Benz Dome, he built it.
Okay. Oh, builder.
You're in real estate?
Yeah.
He owns over 4,900 pieces of property.
4,900.
Rent.
Wow.
Condos, apartments, everything you can think of.
Wow.
At 11 years of age, he bought his first house and rehabbed it when he was 11.
11 years old. Out of Atlanta?
Out of Atlanta, Georgia.
Wow.
Herman Russell. But that was their sales trainer that they brought in for it.
Oh, so you got to train with him directly?
Oh, yeah, directly.
He's good.
Oh, no, he's the best. He's the best of the best.
I loved his...
have you read this book?
No, but I get his snippets.
Get the audio tape of this book. Take a picture of it.
Brian Tracy.
Because he was the number one realtor in the United States.
Okay.
Then he became the number one insurance salesperson in the United States.
Wow.
Then he said his goal on being the number one sales trainer. So he's not like